Hi everybody, welcome to our course. So this is our course homepage, and I just wanted to go through this so that you would become familiar with the homepage and the website. I think you'll get very used to it as the semester goes along, but I just wanted to show you a couple of things. So here's the homepage. What's very important on this homepage is the announcements. You'll notice that the announcements are not expanded at this moment. So if I click on the arrow, I can expand it. I have to click on this more so that you can see the first announcement. I will do this every week where I will post probably on Sundays, maybe on Saturdays, what's due for this coming week. So you'll notice the due dates this week are the discussion board. You have an orientation homework assignment, and you have to reply to your students on the discussion board, and you have a scavenger hunt quiz that you have to complete. So all of the announcements will be listed here, and I will always have the weekly assignments updated. Another thing I wanted to show you on this page is the browser check. So I mentioned this in my letter. If you want to make sure that your computer is going to run everything on MyMathLab correctly, this is where you would go to do the browser check. Remember, you don't have to put the TestGen, you don't have to have the TestGen updated. You won't be taking your tests on MyMathLab. Okay, here are the announcements. We talked about that. There's a calendar here. I'm making this video on Wednesday the 17th, so that's what's showing here. If you click on the arrow button, you'll see some due dates for next week. You'll notice the homework is due next Thursday. There's a quiz due next Saturday. I wouldn't depend on the calendar for keeping you up to date, just like I wouldn't depend on this little message box. This is an automated message put out by MyMathLab, and it only allows for 3 things to be listed here. So you'll notice it has the homework listed, but it doesn't have the quizzes. So don't depend on this to tell you what's coming up. If anything, you can look in my announcements. Okay, so let's go through this menu on the left-hand side. So here we are at the home page. If you click on this course information, that's the first subheading because there's a lot of information on this page. This is where the tab you should be using the most. These are links to the syllabus, the due dates. I'm not going to read through all of these for you. You can see them and they are self-explanatory. If they are not, then click on them and see what's there. But here's the general course information. My information is listed here if you click on the link. Underneath here is the midterm and final exam. So you'll notice there is a practice midterm and the answers to that practice midterm, the practice final and the answers. Here's a little study guide that was prepared by the authors of your book, which is nice, and it has a little synopsis for each chapter. And at some point, I'm going to be asking you to complete a mid-semester survey and a final reflection survey. You don't want to complete those now because, you haven't participated in the course yet, but this is where you can find them. And then information on how to schedule the midterm and the final. Here's also a link to the Math Zone. So if you wanted to go there for tutoring help, this would, you can go here to see when they are open. All right, so this course information link is very important. This is where all of the documents that I have uploaded can be found. Next, you click on the homework button. I have another video that I recorded that helps you to explain how to do homework. But here is the link. You're going to click on homework to view what assignments are upcoming. So the due dates are listed here. You'll notice they're all due by midnight. And you can click on here to see what homework is coming up. So these are the assignments for the whole entire semester. So if you wanted to work ahead, you could. The discussion boards if you read through your syllabus or you read through the letter, you know that you're required to do some discussions. Here's where you can find the discussion boards. The first discussion is open, the welcome and introductions. So these are the instructions, and you can post your answers here. Here's my posting. Click over here on the Show More button so that you can see the expanded view. And if you want to reply to one of your classmates, you can hit reply here. The quizzes and tests can be found on this link. So all of the quizzes are listed there. Remember, you can do them as soon as you want, but there are actual due dates, and once those due dates have passed, you can't go back and do those. So for example, the scavenger hunt quiz is due next Saturday, January 27th by midnight. It will stay open until then, but will not be open after then. You'll notice you have 2 attempts for each of these quizzes. The first quiz, you have 2 attempts and no time limit, and you can take it 2 times if you need to. But every quiz after that, in order to get a second attempt, you have to score at least an 80% on the homework in that section. So you have to have at least a low B in order to be allowed to take the quiz for the second time. Everyone can take it the first time, regardless of your homework score, but to get a second opportunity, you have to score an 80%. The gradebook link will show you your up-to-date grade. Right now it's at 0% because I'm showing you my website. I haven't done your homework. It will tell you what your grades are in each of these categories. You can click on the show calculation. I like that button because that will show you exactly how many points you have. So, a lot of times students at the end of the semester will say, how many points do I need on the final to get an A in the class? And this is where you can go to figure that out. This chapter contents. This provides you with a list of all the chapters in your book. Now, the first chapter we're going over is chapter 1. If you click on chapter 1, you click on this chapter opener. This is going to open up the page in your textbook. So this is going to give you access to the e-text. So you'll see that it opens to the first page in your textbook. So this is your actual textbook, and you can navigate through here to read your textbook and get some more information and help and do some homework problems, etc. The examples are here. You'll want to use this because you can link on these videos to see how to solve these, and then they also give you opportunities to attempt the problems yourself. So there's some really neat features, and you're paying over $100 for MyMathLab. You might as well use all the tools that it comes with. So let me navigate back to our main menu. The course tools. If you click on this link, this gives you an opportunity to send an email. You can send an email to me, and you can send emails to your classmates. Only my name is listed there because no one has registered for the course yet. I haven't given you the opportunity to yet, but you can simply click on a person's name and send them an email if you would like. The Tools for Success button. Under this tab, what I want to point out now, notice this is where I found that study guide, but also here's where you can get some help with the calculators. We're going to be using the calculators a lot in this course. So if you need some help or some tutorials, you can always go here. But I wanted to click on this guided lecture notes. These are kind of cool. Chapter 6 is difficult chapter. It's probably going to be the most difficult chapter of the semester. If you click on chapter 6, what I like about these guided notes is you can print these out, and this will walk through all of the important information you need to know from that section of that chapter. And you can answer these questions. You can sit with this in front of you in your textbook, and walk through the different kinds of problems that you have to do. I really like this, and I highly suggest you use this to take notes. And then you can use these notes when you're taking the quizzes. You can't use these notes on the tests, but you can certainly use them for the quizzes. So that's a pretty cool feature. The multimedia library. When you're in this tab, you can pick the chapter you're looking at. Let's choose chapter 1. Let's look at what they have available for all of chapter 1. So if you select all and click Find Now, it'll show you what you have available. So look at all these videos that are available. Here are the pages in your textbook, and these are the multimedia textbook. That means that's going to give you a chance for some interaction. And here are PowerPoint slides. So similar to those guided notes, you can watch a PowerPoint presentation on the information in this section. So use this. There's a lot of tools there. Like I said, you spent almost $100 for this. You might as well use everything that's available for you. That's all I really wanted to point out. I'll click on this course homepage to get back to the homepage. I encourage you to email me if you have any questions, and I look forward to learning more about you.